Hi, my name is Michael, and I'll be giving you a general overview of Poco 3.1, the latest version of Poco from ThinkCrew. Poco is a FileMaker database that allows you to enter all of your data into one place and then publish that information in a variety of different ways. For instance, you can publish a crew list, seen right here, or you can publish a cast list. You can also publish a studio distribution list if you have a studio that you're involved with. You can also publish vendor lists, flight itineraries, travel authorizations, which contain all the same information as an itinerary, but also have rate information. You can also publish hotel room lists, car rental lists to see who's got what car and when, daily status reports, and film use averages, which will let you average the amount of film that you've shot to see if you're on track with your budget. But that's not all. You can also publish all of your Sag contracts, theatrical dailies, theatrical weeklies, stunt contracts, all of the different television contracts, including the 3-day deal, low budget agreement, interactive deal, and all of your DGA contracts for your director, UPM, and ADs. It's all in Poco. And you can also publish birthday lists, sizes lists for crew gifts, and crew badges for each individual person on set, including their pictures. There are actually plenty more documents to show you, but what I want to do right now is jump right into how to use Poco. So the first thing you're going to do is go to the Setup tab. And the Setup tab is where you're going to enter all the basic information for your show. You can enter the title of your show, the various addresses for various offices on the show, different phone numbers, the production company name, but you can also enter images that you can put on the top of your crew list, cast list, what have you. If that's something that you want in your show, just click Insert Picture, select the picture, and there's a little graphic for the top of your crew list. Once you're done entering the basic information, you're going to go to the People tab. And this is where you're going to enter information on all of the different people on your show. That's crew, cast, studio people, anyone who's going to be involved with the production gets their information entered right here. And it's really easy to enter data. First name, middle name, last name, member of the crew, this person is above the line, he's our director, address, city, state, zip, all of his different phone numbers, email addresses, date of birth, which is important for booking flights, start date, size for the sizes list, and then there's an individual distribution list for this person. And in this example, it's the director. So our director will receive a crew list, cast list, doesn't need the confidential or a vendor list. He'll get script revisions, script board, shooting schedule, and day out of days. And this list ties into a lot of other areas of Poco, so that once you've entered this information, every time things get distributed, it knows that this person, the director, gets these items. So for instance, if I wanted to send an email to everyone who's supposed to receive just a crew list, I can click this icon right here, the little email icon, and it will create an email that goes to just the people who were supposed to receive this list. But it actually does something extra because this is a crew list, and Poco can produce a crew list. So when I click this email button, it actually asks me if I would like to attach a copy of the crew list to the email that I'm now creating. I'm going to say yes. It's going to go ahead and create a PDF of that crew list, create an email addressed to everyone who's supposed to receive a crew list, and attach that PDF in that email. I think you're going to find that Poco is one of the most powerful tools you're going to use in your job. But of course, you're also going to want to distribute your documents by hand. And one of the most efficient ways to do that is to create mailing labels that are addressed to each person who is supposed to receive that item. So for instance, if I click on the labels icon next to the crew list, it's going to create a set of mailing labels just for the people who are supposed to receive the crew list. It has their name and their position on there. And that way you know everyone who's supposed to be getting their documents is getting them. And Poco can actually handle a lot more information for each person. For instance, if this person is a cast member, like this individual, I can enter in all of the information you need to have about him as a cast member. Start dates, on or abouts, pickup dates, agent, manager, all of his different deal information. And if he's a crew person, all of his regular deal information can go there. personal information including allergies, dietary restrictions, a mailing address if it's different from the mailing address that's on the crew list, emergency contact information, as well as additional information which may be custom to that person. So for instance, this individual has an assistant that they want listed under their name, and you put that information right there. You can also see all of the flights for this particular individual. So this person actually has a flight that's already been booked. Let's go ahead and click right here, and it'll take us directly to the Flights tab, and here's all of the information about this particular flight. He's going from LAX to DTW. Here's all the flight info. He has a return flight that's booked. That's all right here. And all of the ground transportation is organized and laid out into a way that is easy to understand and to see at a glance. So this person has a town car picking them up in LA, a PA will meet them on location, and then on the return flight, the reverse. The driver will take them to the airport and a town car will meet them back in LA. And for the town car pickups, this pull-down menu actually has the 2 different town car vendors that I have in my vendor list available for me to select right here. And so for instance, if I change from Star Limos to BLS, notice that the phone number for the driver just changed because that's the phone number that exists for BLS in the vendor list. It's all tied in Poco. So for instance, if I wanted to create a hotel reservation for this person, I would just create new hotel reservation, and it takes me directly to the hotel tab, puts in the information for this individual right here, and then I select from the pull down of hotels. Again, these are the same hotels that are listed in the vendor list. One of the hotels, let's say he's going to stay at the Westin, and it automatically transfers in the address and the phone number because it already knew what it was because it's in the vendor list. I have a handy pull down calendar here for the check-in date. Let's say he's checking in here. I have a confirmation number that the hotel gave me, a room number, and we'll list him as being checked in. And then I can go straight back to my flights, and there's the hotel listed right there. The Shoot Day tab contains the basic information that you're going to accumulate about every shoot day. And this is useful for both daily status reports as well as recording film use if you're shooting on film. So for instance, here's all the information that generally appears on the morning report, lunch report, and wrap report. And those are seen in a daily status report, which can be viewed right here and published, of course. And then for each day, you can also enter in how much stock you shot at A, B, and C camera. And this goes into a film use report, which can be a great tool to help you track film use across your production. One of the new features in Poco 3.1 is the Settings sub-tab that exists on the right-hand side of all the different tabs. And this includes the ability to set color revisions for your primary documents that you're going to publish all the time. So for instance, in the People tab, we publish crew lists, cast lists, and studio lists, and you can select these pull downs and change the different color revision for that particular document, as well as a way to distribute documents straight from Poco without having to go into file, print, and creating PDFs. So for instance, if I wanted to publish a cast list, I would select it here from the list of documents that it can publish. And I would like to email a PDF of this cast list. So I click Email PDF. And once again, Poco realizes that cast list is one of the items that's on the distribution list and asks us if we'd like to address that email to everyone who's supposed to get a cast list. And I'm going to say yes. And it's going to create a new email addressed to everyone who's supposed to get a cast list and attach a PDF of that document right there in the email. And some documents can actually be published as a text-only email, which is particularly helpful for things like daily status reports, where you may not want to get a whole PDF of that document 3 times a day. So Poco can create an email that just has the text of that message, which could also be very helpful if the people receiving the message don't have smartphones and couldn't see PDFs. This covers the basic overview of Poco 3.1. In future videos, we're going to cover each one of these sections individually and give you step-by-step instructions on how to use every single element of Poco. I hope you've enjoyed this introduction, and download a copy of Poco today. I really believe it's going to be the most powerful tool you're going to use in your job. Thank you.